goes, guys. The Super Bowl. What's up, Kindle? Time for a Super Bowl. And I don't want to go Super Bowl because what's up, King Kim? How you doing, man? It's gonna be epic. Let's do this. Bring it all tonight.
Everyone,
and let's do
this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Cowboys going up against the Steelers.
Let him talk.
So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Brandon Gautin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the build-up, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. Ooh, the juke. They find some open field here. Touchdown!
Kindle. Touchdown on a kick.
Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So how about that? You want to talk about...
Stop. Move. No, move.
Coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There is no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start. But I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. On first down,
Ben Roethlisberger versus Tony Romo.
His first pass here is going to fall incomplete. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant
Bill Game
could be an all-star real soon.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Interception.
Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you had.
Would you rather be talking or no?
8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
They get 6 on the...
Watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not letting us know.
Down, Cowboys. Tony Romo, 34 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that.
Can you make me a
snack?
snack?
It felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him.
Like
so how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look.
You bringing chips? Oh. Okay.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Why didn't you bring chips?
Do get 10 back, but still a ways.
I said cheese or crackers or chips.
They go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the
chips.
defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yeah, and I want you to bring chips. Or just get some chips, please.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Come on, man. We can't see it. Lucky Whitehead's good stuff, man.
Out of bounds.
Fair. Gosh dang.
Here on 1st down, rolling to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
Please
talk. They did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually... From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to work. Whoosh. Still fighting. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Romo, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set?
Nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Jack.
Romo here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10. Romo once more. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
Still going. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but we'll see.
Kendall, look.
When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And the
everywhere
offense
around
there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line, but how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down. Not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Right there. 54, right there.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Spinning past him. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose it.
Mom, bring my channel back.
Get it through the air, but they run successful.
I'm reviving it. It's been 5 months since it's been a month since I last uploaded. I want Hot Pockets.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And problems spreading to the punt team now.
My name is Hot Pocket.
This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Now Tony Romo on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Bell, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. 3rd down and 12.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. Oh, he did it again. Still fighting for more. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys add on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a 1st down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is.
Touchdown, Cowboys! take him. 37 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like... Then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back.
Okay. Mama, I already went on my subscriptions in Google Play. Mama, I already went to Google. It don't matter, they still charge my account. Yeah, and I canceled it because I found it. I gotta make sure it's first. Not if you didn't know it. Don't do anything else with that either. Don't add nothing, don't do nothing. Don't buy nothing, just charge my phone. I got charged $6 for a Google something and $55 for the. Did I say close back up? Close the back door, please. You just had your drink already, so please don't eat over there. Sit down, please. $55 and $5, and I'm trying to set it to where it's on anything in that order, without me knowing. Yeah, he's 10. He's 11, so he has no business. He doesn't have business to be able to do that. So I'm trying to get those charges dropped. I want that cancel. And then they sent me a text to T-Mobile block, but every time I try to do it, it won't do anything.
Onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. Yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Check. Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
504. Wait, let me check. Okay, Mom, my number is 803. How do you check what number you? How do you check your number, Mom?
Ma'am, can you not pull up? I don't know his. I mean, it's a number on my account, so.
Mom, I figured it out. 803. Okay. 803 504 8714.
8714.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw, Romo. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, they they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rob Gronkowski. As time expires in the first half, and the Cowboys add on. And the route is on here in this first half. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Steelers have to be very disappointed right now. The Cowboys are dominating the scoreboard here at the Super Bowl, and they really just need to avoid big mistakes moving forward. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Barry's got it on the teeth. Elliott's going to get a chance to make it happen here. He gone as he sprints to the end zone. That takes the lead up to 7. 1st and 10. Romo's going to cruise off the right side, and this two-play drive goes for a touchdown. Cowboys up now by 21. Moving now to late in the first. Elliott's the target here. It ends up working for a touchdown. Cowboys with a commanding lead. Now 1st and 10. The quick pass and completion is made. And after the long pass, he'll score. As the blowout is on. 1st and 10. Elliott's got the Jets. He scores his 4th rushing TD of the day. The blowout rolls on. Cowboys have it late in the second. Quick pass is complete, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone as this wild first half continues. Staying late in the second. Throw up the X. It's Dez Bryant making the catch in traffic. And the play will come to an end after a gain of 60. Still late in the first half. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half.
Say the belongs when Jim Timber you put back down. Solid? Yeah, but I need poop. That's the reason.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they've played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we see anything different later.
To this point, they've been spectacular. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And this defense has been extraordinary all season, and that might just be the cherry on top. What a play there on the fumble recovery touchdown.
Maybe it's time they get a name. Have to come up with one for these guys.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end.
Hey, Nayla.
Zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Hey. 4 down. Set. 4 down. Blue 30. Like I said. 54 Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. They come out here in the eye. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
I think I can connect Google Classroom on my phone.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty.
What's wrong?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on, and Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about
touchdown, Cowboys! Will Johnson, 36 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to test me for it.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. So they escaped, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
3rd down, 15 yards still needed. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Roethlisberger in trouble here, and down he goes. back at the 8-yard line. Levante David in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver, 62 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Look at this, a flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Cut back to the left. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Here we go.
They come out here in the eye. Following the fumble recovery, Romo. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Johnson, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run.
And for the 4th time tonight, there he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only 1 remaining in this second half. So they're going to go for 2. not make it to the goal line.
Come put your food up on this table.
Mom. He had to go again. Mom. Sydney, come on. Mom. He had to go again. Mom. Mom.
Okay, what?
She used it.
Okay.
No, Sydney. Sydney, come on. I'm about to read what, Sydney. Come on, girl. Come on, Sydney. Okay, I'll let you out. Where's Sydney? I'm about to make a book for her. No, wait. Let's see if she wants to stay in this. Yep. Yes, she does. He didn't.
Who did this? Who put cat food right in the pantry? You did that?
Okay.
Come on, Brick. And I was about to blame your daddy. That's not cool. Nope, that goes out in the laundry room.
Okay.
And I mentioned, I said, so what? She said, so where the hell is I said, yeah. I said, she had mentioned that, how big it was. Couple, a little eyebrow cat. Praise and, she was asking about it, and I told her, one child,
It's his try for two is going to come up empty. empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice...
And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys.
What do you want?
Will Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Let her out. Open it, Kendall. Open
Trying to
it.
shake off the interception. He'll look.
Well, we let Sydney back out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
We down.
They come out here in the eye.
Black 35. Gun.
Here's Johnson now, the fullback. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Johnson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys add on. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well done. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2. 5 to... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Cuts back left sideline. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. The first down carry by Elliott. Oh, nice move. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go. White 18.
They'll try the air now with Romo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by...
What did you say?
Solway, she got Solway back.
Who?
Solway.
sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now here come the Cowboys. And they take a knee. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 20. Gun.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Escapes the sack. Fighting through. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Left 35. Go.
Oh, he fakes the spike. Hard throw, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
2nd down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fielded at the 20. He will not go down. And he's loose again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Feel good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot.
Hey, screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. I think their fans are saying, hey, where's that Roethlisberger to Brown connection been in this one?
First time they get together is in the second half. I don't think any of us would have predicted that going in because we know how valuable that is to their offense. And that could be a big reason why they're not winning right now.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it.
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever.
Yeah, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. that your name will be a part of it, that's got to be an incredible.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.